Good morning, everybody. Today we're going to have an overview of Microsoft Dynamics 365 Business Central, which basically a package for small, medium enterprise to run their operation. So that's like the accounting. That's the part where we see here the finance side, the bank management or the cash management, and where you do your bank reconciliation and bank statements, account statements, and other a payment journal, either for sales or purchasing. As well, there is a sales module which have the customer, the inventory, and as well all the process from quotes, from sales quotation to order to invoices for picking and packing list and so on, all the parts for the warehousing, either small size or big size company. The purchasing model is more for as well all the purchasing process side, either purchase quotes, order, invoices, and item charges, let's say freight, transportation, and so on, and when you manage your vendors. To start, let's go back. For now, let's go back to the dashboard or the main screen of the system. It's give you kind of, it's customizable. You could add anything to it. And basically at the beginning, you have here some messages. It depends on the importance of each messages that you want to see once you log into your system. You could have different things, just like a welcome or the best selling items, and your top customer, let's say, was like this one and so on. Everything that you see here is customizable. You have here some action, and basically this page here, or this dashboard, or whatever you want to call it, it's managed by roles. Depending on the roles, you could customize this, let's say, for your purchasing department, for your inventory departments, or for your sales departments based on their role. Let's go back here. You have some action. Basically, we could create sales quotation, the sales order, the invoices. Same thing for purchases. And as well, we could have some payments or some reports, and we could have the Excel reporting, your balance sheet, your income statement, your cash flow, your trial balance, aged account payable, aged account receivable, and so on. This basically is the base, as the backbone for any operation of business. And if we have here, we have some activities and we have some kind of numbers for you, the sales this month, the overdue sales invoices amount, the overdue purchases invoices. You have some figures here about ongoing sales, ongoing purchases, and as well payments. If we go here, you have some user task about email going on or failed email and approval that need to be approved before sending those email, or approval regarding specific task within the system. The self-service is more about the timesheets. If you're managing or collecting the timesheets for your employee, you could do so based on the system. As well, there is a module that you could integrate as well for the timesheets, which is projects module. We will not cover this today, but we will cover it in other demonstration later on. So let's go back to the menu. Here normally is the part where the said finance is more accounting or bookkeeping, and it is for general journal, chart of accounts, the category, and some financial reporting. If you're following your fixed asset, you could do so within the system. And let's go back. We go to cash management, and as again, this is basically all related to your bank management, your bank account, your reconciliation, your statements coming from the bank. You could, by the way, integrate your bank statement directly from your bank. There are some free integration that Microsoft provides, so you could use within your bank to get some all your bank account statements. The idea is just to automate the process and leave you more time to be more efficient. In the sales side, we have customers, item charge. The customer, will go to it. So basically, we have a view of customer. We could have different view. We could just like a list. So we don't have just a number and the description and the contact number. If we click on any one of them, let's say this part here, it's gonna update automatically, and it's give you a quick overview of information regarding this customer. So the number is 30,000. You could see that we have ongoing sales invoices, only two. We have 59 shipments done to this customer, 59 sales invoices. We could have the balance, the account balance for this invoice. If sometimes the customer could be as well a vendor, so you could see as well the balance for the customer as a vendor. Outstanding orders, shipped not invoiced, outstanding invoices, payment, and the totals of overdue amount, total sales, and so on. So it just give you a high level view of this customer and what kind of to help you decide or create order or hold this customer and so on. If we go to the items, um, we have the inventory and the quantity on hand that we have. Let's say I will click, it's same principle, it's a list. Again, if I change the view, it could be a tile and it could be some images. It depends how you want to view your inventory. But all the information regarding your inventory is around, and it's really manageable at high level. So you have your item, you have the costing method that you're gonna use, either standard or first in, first out. You have your standard cost, you have your unit cost, um, you have your last direct cost, the profits that you're doing for this item, and the unit price for the selling price. You could add multiple prices for multiple category of your customer, or it depends the type of customer that you have. You have your reorder points if you have to reorder to replenish your stock. And you have some item attributes, which basically the color of the item, the depth, the width, the height, the material, everything that you see here is customizable, and you could add as much as you want to keep track of your business critical information. If I click on this 10, the quantity on hand, it's set 10. Normally, it will show me all the transactions that happened for this item, either from the purchase or from the sales. And basically, that's what it constitutes my inventory item, the quantity on hand. And you could have different warehouses that you could keep track of all your item at different warehouses. Okay. Now we go back to the sales code and sales order and invoices. Let's go back to the sales code. By the way, the item charges is the is here to set up your normally to use it for your transportation or freight costs and so on, that you could add later on to your sales invoices. And basically what it does, it will adjust your cost based on all the costs associated with buying or selling those items to your system. Okay, so let's open just one here for the sales quotation. So we have sales quotation. Basically, you have your customer name, your external document name, if number, if there is any, the contact, the due date, the requested delivery date, if there is any. Your items, you add your items as you want. If there is any reference number for your customer on this item, then you could put it. The location code, the quantity. Um, if sometimes you're using light manufacturing, or basically you're assembling items as a kit, you could use that as well, a quantity to assemble here. And what it does is just like a bill of material for manufacturing, but it's more lightweighted for your sales if you're basically assembling or putting your item as a kit of different components. The tax area code is Ontario, the taxable is taxable, and so on. The price, the line amounts excluding tax and including tax as well. You could add as many items as you want, and the item could be service, could be resource, which basically services. It could be charge item like transportation, or it could be the GL account, something that you just add to hit specifically some specific GL account. Okay, and here it is some kind of summary of your quotation. Once you have it, you could process it. You could make your order. You could make the invoice directly. Basically, the idea is just like once you put information, you don't have to rekey them again, and you could make your order from here. You could make your invoice, and you could archive your document. Go back. The list by itself, everything that you see inside the system, it could be, you could export it to Excel, and you could work in Excel. And sometimes you could even update item or customer directly from Excel, via, if you are, especially if you have, you should have Office 365, and it works very smoothly either by email or export or working in Excel and updating your system. And that works nice really at for customer items and other entities within the system. That will cover a little bit the sales side. I'm gonna go quickly to the invoice. It's basically similar to the quotation. Once you make your order, by the way, you could send it for picking or packing if you're doing that's kind of a detailed process. If you have some picking instruction for your create a warehouse shipment or create an inventory put away picking picking instruction. I'll just close this thing for now. If we go back to the purchasing module, we're gonna have the vendor is similar to customer, is the same principle. There is incoming documents, basically all the invoices that are coming from the vendors. You could process them in incoming documents, and process them later on. The purchase quote, if you're using them, but frankly, I didn't see many people using that. So if you're gonna just like have to buy something, you're using purchase order. But if you have more process advanced purchasing, you could use the purchase quotation as a kind of requisition or any other alternative that depending on how your business work. And again, let's go to the purchase invoices. And that's basically how give us a quick overview of the backend of Dynamics 365 Business Central. In this demo, I just keep it simple and light because I just want to see for people who just want to have a quick overview or understanding of how it works. That's how it works inside the system, and we will be happy to assist you in the future for any more specific question. The other thing that I want to highlight, I didn't cover for today, there is more advanced module in this, which is basically the manufacturing module. And there is a service module, and there is as well the projects module. That could be part of your business, and they are already within this software, which is it's a very nice platform, by the way, basically the purchasing. And if I do, I think expand all. Okay, well, it's showing me only what I have in my role, but normally you could see more on manufacturing or projects module, and we will cover it later on in other webinar. Thank you, and it was a pleasure to show you those information, and feel free to contact us for 1 hour free consultation if you need any assistance or help. Thank you. Have a good day.